Hi guys, this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well today. So today I actually was tagged by two people actually. I was tagged by Kirsty Color and Sketch and Pebbles Adult Coloring. So Kirsty made a tag like 3 weeks ago and it's the Would You Rather tag. And she tagged me in the very first video, and I have no idea how I missed it. I am usually like on top of my game of watching everyone's videos. I am so sorry, Kirsty. And then Pebbles Adult Coloring just tagged me today for the same tag, so I better get on it. So I went ahead and wrote down all the questions, and right now, none of the kids are home. They should be coming home in like 45 minutes. So I'm hoping to get through these questions before people walk through the door. And hopefully I can answer as many questions as I can. But before I start the questions, since I'm a little late to the game, I don't know who's been tagged. But I am going to tag Danielle, Dani Button's channel, and I'm gonna tag Shaina and Colorland, and I'm gonna tag Jackie with Adult Coloring with UFOs. I'm not sure if she's done this tag, and I'll tag I think I'll just tag those three right now. And if anyone else wants to do the tag, feel free to do the tag. Don't take offense if you haven't personally been tagged. Oh, actually, let me tag Heidi Hornsby. She tagged me last time for a different one, so I'll tag her again. So we'll tag Heidi as well. So Heidi, Danielle, Shaina, and Jackie. I will tag you four. And yeah, let's get started. I decided I would color in my Hello Kitty Friends book, because I haven't seen a lot of people color in this book lately, and there is a cute Halloween picture in here. And I thought I could just pull out my glitter gel pens and we'll see how far we can get on it. If I don't finish it, it's fine. It doesn't really matter to me if it gets finished. It's just a nice thing to look at while I answer the questions. So let me find it. And I hope everyone's doing well. Here it is right here. Let me just squish down my book a little bit. There we go. That's squished down pretty good, actually. And I have my questions right next to my desk. And we'll just kind of get started. And like I said, if you haven't been tagged yet and are interested in doing these questions, go for it. We love to hear your responses. It's really fun. So I'm just using a combination of different gel pens here, and we'll get started. So the first question is, would you rather color in the same coloring book for the rest of your life or use the same medium for the rest of your life? Well, if you've been watching my channel for some time, you probably realize that I use a lot of different mediums in my coloring books. I can't just do a whole page just like in pencil, or just even in the marker books when I do like in my Jade Summers and April Ambers and stuff. I always have to add gel pen to it too. I can't just do markers. So I probably would do the same coloring book, because that way I have free range to all my mediums, and I can create and do different things. So that is what I would do, the same coloring book. That way I could have all my medias. The next one, number 2, is, would you rather color a page full of leaves or color a wallpaper style page? Well, this could be considered a wallpaper style page. Honestly, I would rather do a wallpaper one if it's of interest to me, because I have a really hard time with just coloring leaves or flowers over and over and over again. I don't know, I just get so bored. I guess I need more to it. Now, if it was a pattern page with just a bunch of lines, that might be a little more difficult for me. But if it was one that had different things on it, then I probably could handle it. So I guess it depends on the wallpaper page. Next one is, would you rather color fur or skin? And this is one of the questions that many probably know about me, just seeing all the completed pages. I do like to color people, so I would choose skin. Even though I do like to do fur, especially when things aren't going my way and I can't make things smooth on a page, I do like to do like fur and texture, because you can do some really fun things with texture, but I would choose skin. Number 4, would I rather color a double page spread in a Kerby book, Kerby Rosanes, or a double page spread in a Klara Markova? So if you guys are not familiar with these artists, Kerby is known for his very detailed, like, doodle explosion type books. And Klara Markova, she makes hardback books, and they're very cutesy and whimsical. And I have both Klara. I have 2 of Klara's, and I think I almost have all of Kerby's except for the new one, the bird one, and the new, like, I think it's like Wonderland or Wondermorphia or something like that. It's like brand new. It combines geomorphia and phantomorphia, but I don't think I need that book because I have colormorphia and it has those in there too. So back to the question at hand, which would I rather color a 2-page spread? Well, I have colored 2-page spreads in Kerby's. They do take a long time. I have yet to color a 2-page spread in Klara Markova, just because I think I overthink in a Klara Markova. I love her style and love her books, but I overthink every single thing in that book. It's like really hard for me just to pick it up and just go. Like in a Kerby, I don't mind. I just go, because I can pick another one up on Amazon, no problem if I screw up. Well, can't really do that very easily with the Klara Markova, and so I guess I'm a little bit intimidated to do the 2-page spread in there. So I'm more likely to do the Kerby, but I would love to do a Klara Markova, would be my answer. So that really didn't give you the answer to your question probably, but most likely it would be the Kerby over the Klara, not because I don't love her work, but because I'm more intimidated by her work. So yeah, for my chances of like messing up. Number 5 is, would you rather color grayscale or line art? Well, I do enjoy coloring grayscale, especially when I want something easy to color. I have colored Jade Summer Easy Grayscales, and I have colored different grayscales, and I mean, it's all right. And I can make some really beautiful images, but I feel like I didn't have to work very hard for it. And I guess I get more out of a line art when I've shaded, and I guess I get a more personal feeling of reward or a personal feeling of accomplishment when I have achieved those shadows and those shading techniques myself. So I guess I would say line art, but I do like to color grayscale. It helps me learn where that shading and shadow should be, and helps develop my line art actual technique. So if I could choose, I would choose actually the sketchy style. So that's like in between grayscale and line art. A lot of Camilla Derco's work is the sketchy style. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's not really shaded, it's like lined. And I would choose that because it's an in-between. But since the question is line art or grayscale, I would choose line art. Number 6, would you rather color a page by Mystic Art Mirrors or Christine Karron? So I have colored images from Christine Karron, and hers are grayscale images. She does also have line art available too, I think, but I've only colored a grayscale version, and her work is amazing. I love it. I feel like there's lots of portraits in there, and it's just gorgeous. I have never done a Mystic Art Mirrors book or page, but I would love to. I mean, I really, really would love to try one. And I guess my answer would be I would love to try a Mystic Art page. Currently, that's what I would rather color, because I would like to try something new. I'm always out into trying something new. The next question, number 7, is would you rather color in silence or with background noise? So if you've seen my videos, you know I have children and I always have background noise. I am very fortunate when I don't have background noise. If you're a mom, you totally understand the whole, if it's silent, you're wondering, okay, what's wrong type of a concept. So when I get a moment and it's really quiet, I want to enjoy the silence just as much as anyone else. And I prefer that. But if there are some times where I'm feeling a little down or depressed, silence is not good. So I need to listen to some kind of music, and I have my Google Home right next to my desk, and I will just ask it to play some music, usually something soft like the Piano Guys, and it makes it still quiet, but a little bit of a background noise. But most of the time I would prefer the silence. So that is number 7's answer. Let me just flip my page. Let's see what the next question is. Number 8 is, would you rather color with a mix of mediums and brands, or stick to one medium and one brand? Well, as the first question kind of gave this answer, I would use a mix of mediums and a mix of brands. I think it gives fun interest to a picture. I do like to look at a picture that people have done all in one, like, pencil, but I don't have the ability to do that, just because I think I just get bored. I have to change it up to keep my creative juices flowing, I guess. So yeah, mine would be, I liked a mix of mediums. Number 9 is, would you rather use a white gel pen or a white Posca pen? And my number 1 go-to is this one right here. It is the white Uniball Signo gel pen. And I think I buy these not individual. I think I have I have 2 extras right now, but I used to have like 5 extras. I go through them very quickly because it gives off a really good white. So I really like those. But the Posca pen is really neat because to me, it's like painting. And if you have a book kind of like the Thomas Kincaid books, and you have that painting right there, and you want to try to mimic it as much as possible to create the paint effect, Posca pens are awesome to do that. So I'm not downing Posca pens. I just prefer using the white gel pen on a majority of my pages. The number 10 is, would you rather color in the morning or color at night? Well, basically I color when I have time to color, like many of us. And most of the time that is at nighttime when I've settled the kids down and they've gone to sleep. And sometimes I just choose to color even though they haven't fallen asleep yet, or record videos or whatnot, just because sometimes waiting for them to fall asleep just so I can have some me time may not happen. So, but most of the time I do the coloring at night thing, and that's always good. Number 11, would you rather color a page using a YouTube tutorial or color a page using a tutorial book? For example, Colorist's Special Effects books by Helen Elliston. I do not have tutorial books, except for like the ones that come with the coloring book. Like I just showed you those ones I got from Japan, the Mochi Mochi Panda and the Disney. They have like tutorial things on the front. And I do have tutorial drawing books, but not coloring ones. I do like to watch YouTube videos of seeing how people do different techniques and kind of learning different techniques that might enhance my coloring as a person, but I don't really do tutorials. Like if someone's coloring something, I don't just sit there and try to color exactly the way they're coloring, if that makes sense, because I want to develop my own style and my own technique. But if someone has a cool way of, say, using this pencil on top of this marker without causing hand pain or without causing bleeding, or like Lisa's Coloring Corner recommended the gel pen in between the lines on a color by number book so that the marker didn't bleed out. It was like a barrier. That was a very good suggestion, and I took that suggestion and put it into my coloring by doing gel pen first and then putting in my marker so that it wouldn't bleed out, not just for color by number, but in all coloring. So I guess I would say YouTube, because I get these ideas and suggestions from my fellow YouTubers or color tubers, and they really help me out as a colorist and in my coloring journey. I hope that answers your question. Number 12, would you rather color food or glass? So food is my nemesis, just like Kirsty said on hers. I would rather color glass any day of the week before food, just because I don't know. I mean, I know what food should look like. I don't know if it's boring to me or if I just am not interested. Like, I would rather do a landscape than food. I don't know what it is, but if it's like a page that has food in it, like this one has candy in it, but it's not solely candy. And like, yes, this has pumpkins in it, but these are jack-o'-lanterns. These aren't just pumpkins. So I would rather color glass over food, because I like to make things shiny and I like to see what kind of effects I can do with different mediums to create glass effects and shimmer and shine and all that. The next question, number 13, would you rather color in a Jasmine Beckett Griffith book or a Jade Summer book? If you guys are not familiar with these artists, Jasmine Beckett Griffith makes some fabulous books. Great paper, great artwork. And a lot of people are familiar with Jade Summer. A lot of those books come on Amazon printed paper. You can get the PDFs and print them on your own paper if you want. There's always good deals, and the new books are coming out all the time. But if I had to choose one that I prefer over the other, although I have lots of Jade Summer books, I would prefer the Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Like if someone came tomorrow and said, okay, you have to give up one, which one would you give up? I would give up my Jade Summers and keep my Jasmine Beckett ones. Just because I put more thought and effort and heart into those colorings. And Jade Summer books, I kind of do more of a mindless color. So that is why I would choose it. Not that I wouldn't color more better in the Jade Summer books. It's just, I think I pay attention more to detail in the Jasmine books. Would you rather, this is number 14, would you rather color a color by number or a mandala? So I color on both. I like to use a mixed media approach on both. Color by number, most of the time I'll use markers, but some of the times I'll pull out gel pen for it, just for fun. Before I would say mandala, but recently I have been doing more and more color by number because they're easygoing books. So currently I would have to say I would pull the color by number, but the mandalas is a close runner-up. Number 15, would you rather color using watercolors forever or use alcohol markers forever? So I'm recently got some watercolors, if you saw my last haul, and I want to learn more about watercolor and watercolor technique and kind of explore that route. But if I had to choose right now, it would probably be my alcohol markers. But if you were to ask me this question in like 3 months, when I've done more watercoloring, I might convert to the watercolor. So it's just a matter of the time, I guess, timing. 16, would you rather color a Christmas page in June or an Easter page in December? Well, I would love to color a Christmas page any time of the year because Christmas is my favorite holiday. I do enjoy an Easter picture, but I don't really have very many. So it would have to be the Christmas picture because I love Christmas and I'll color it whenever, however, whatever, anytime. Number 17, would you rather color on Create Space paper or on tan tone paper? Now, I have seen some awesome things on tan tone paper, and I really think if I was a Prisma girl all the way, all the time, I would be totally tan tone because of how the white and the light colors reflect on a tan tone paper of the Prisma. And I'm sure they do on the luminance pencils and the really high dollar pencils as well. But since I'm not really a Prisma girl and I don't have high dollar pencils, and I kind of have this make it work moment mindset, I probably would just use the Create Space paper. Lately I've noticed when I use Create Space paper, if I do the marker base and then put the pencil on top, I can make something look really nice. So why not? I choose Create Space Paper. Would you rather color with Prisma or Arteza pencil? So my last question probably just answered this one for you. I have Prismas, but I'm not a Prisma girl. I would rather color with Arteza pencils because Prismas are too soft for me. I mean, I think they do great skin things. I really like them for skin tones. And I really like them for blending out things into each other. Like if you're going to blend a strong color into another strong color, they do a great job of doing that. But you can also get that out of a Derwent Color Soft pencil too. So I would choose the Arteza. They're a harder lead and just slightly. They're still soft pencils, but it is a harder lead. So I would choose the Arteza over that. Number 19 is, would you rather color a background or color a main image first? So I color the main image first unless I intentionally do the background. Like I go in and go, okay, I am doing the background first. But if I 9 times out of 10 pull a page, I will do the main picture first. And sometimes I don't even do the background. There are times that I will color the main thing. Say Hello Kitty was giant and it was the main focus. I would color her first, and then I may not color anything else. So if you look at my books, like my whips, I guess you could say, I have many, many pages where I have colored the figure, the main image, basically the main story first, and I've just left it because I got bored after I colored that and moved on. But yeah, I color the main part first. The next question is number 20. Would you rather use Neocolor 2s or Derwent Inktense? I do not own Neocolor 2s. They look awesome, and I keep on telling myself I should buy some, but then I talk myself out of it. And so it's like I would like to try them, but then I don't know if I'd use them enough to make the price worthwhile. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'd be more into backgrounds if I had them. So because of the fact that I don't have them, I would use Derwent Inktense would be my answer because I have those. And I really enjoy the fact that they dry permanent. That way, if I am putting color upon color upon color, it doesn't do what, say, watercolor pencils do and smear it all around. It stays there, and I feel like I have more control over the Inktense versus like watercolor pencils. So yeah, I choose that. Number 21. Would you rather rip a page out of a book that has gone wrong or persevere and rescue a page? So everything I color, I don't necessarily think has gone wrong. It may not be my thing, so I'll just put it away and maybe color it later. But I have had one of these rescuing attempts because I do have a little girl and she gets into my coloring stuff and I do share, and there are many times where she has kind of tried to color a picture in one of my nice books, and I do not get mad. I just basically make it work. So if she had gotten into this book and there was a giant pink blob on here, then maybe I would do these pumpkins pink, or maybe I would black it out, or I would make it work. So I would basically, I just have make it work moments on that kind of thing. Now, if I have a book that she really loves and I have done like 2 pages in it, then I might take my X-Acto and take the page out that I did and just give her the book. So I have taken pages out of books, but they're not because I don't like them. It's just because I am passing that book on to someone else, and I am just keeping the pages that I have done. Number 22. Would you rather color in a hardback or a softback book? So this one's kind of a hard question for me, and I think it's because I like both. But knowing the hardback books that I own, I probably would choose the softback book, because the hardback books tend to intimidate me, and I feel more relaxed in the softback book. Like, there's a softback book like Jade Summer and Amazon printed paper ones, and then there's ones like this that are more thicker, nicer paper, kind of like the Camilla Derrico books and Mouse Guard and things like that. So if I had to choose, I would choose a book like this, which is soft back, but it's not an Amazon published book, if that makes any sense. So my answer is softback. And the last question is the bonus question, and it is, who is your favorite artist? That is a really difficult question because there's so many that I really enjoy their style, and different artists help me in different moods, and it's really hard to just pick one. But if I was to say, like, my favorite artist to like look at is Thomas Kincaid, but my favorite coloring book artist, I would have to, I don't know, it's really hard. I probably would go with either Hannah Lynn. So it's like a toss-up between Hannah Lynn, Molly Harrison, and Heather Valentin, I think. But if you ask me tomorrow, I'll probably be someone else. I really like the Big Eyed Girls a lot. And I do, if I color Hannah Lynn nonstop, I do need a break. But I really enjoy that art style. And yeah, so I would probably choose one of those 3 ladies to be my favorite artist for the moment in time. And that is the final question. So I'm glad I was able to get all those questions answered. I do apologize to Kirsty that I didn't get this done sooner. And I want to thank Pebbles for tagging me as well, kind of getting a fire under my butt to get it done. And I will have a lookout for all of those that I tagged, and I can't wait to see your guys' video. I didn't get much coloring done today, but that's okay. At least we got some done. And then I will have another tag video coming out here in just a little bit, because I was tagged on JoJo's tag, the firsts tag. So I will be doing that tag probably after this video. So yeah, maybe I will continue coloring this picture on that tag, but we'll see. But I hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching and putting up with my nonsense gibberish. But you guys have fun, and I will talk to you guys next time. Happy coloring, everyone.